Okay, Robert. So next year, Robert also will be going to Eastern Washington University, studying education. And I do believe that Robert is going to also be playing his violin with the Eastern Symphony Orchestra. Robert, like Riley and Nicole, have been in the strings program since 4th grade. They never took a year off, as I said and I mentioned. Okay, now, I don't mean to brag, but I think that this program is so great because it offers students to have that commitment. Not many can stick with it all the way through. Not only has Robert been playing violin since 4th grade, but he also saves lives when he's not at school. Robert is a lifeguard for the YMCA and has just been hired to be the assistant manager at Park Pool, right by Centennial. As I understand, becoming a lifeguard is very intense and it's a lot of hard work. My favorite memory of Robert is when he was in 5th grade and I was subbing for Mrs. Jensen at Pasadena. Robert would practice so much that he could play all the hard pieces without any music from his memory. I can remember at this young age, that little face, Robert would always smile when he played, and you could tell that he really loved it. Robert is very passionate about his music, his faith, his family, and his friends. Robert likes to have fun and is a great person to be around. He likes Apple computers, like me, smart man. And we also enjoy Mrs. Postlewaite's quiche. In fact, we practically fight over it every time she brings it. We also love to play charades, and we just plain old like having a good time. So good luck to you, Robert, next year, and I look forward to seeing you also at Easter. And Miss Riley. Last but not least, how's it going? Are you doing okay? Okay. All right, well, Riley will be attending Washington State University next year. And are you studying education? She's studying education. Now, I hear that Riley is not going to be playing violin. She's taking a break. However, I know this won't last long because she's going to miss it and she's going to be back before you know it. At least I hope. Nonetheless, Riley has been such a huge role model for our younger students in the orchestra. She has been a directed study student with me, where Riley helps with the 4th and 5th grade orchestras. She tunes, she conducts, makes copies, practices with the students on the side, gives great motivational speeches to our other orchestras when they are not getting along, fixes strings, bridges, puts finger tapes on instruments, stacks chairs and stands after rehearsals, and pretty much anything you ask, she'll do it. I remember meeting Riley when she was in 5th grade at Pasadena. I was subbing for Mrs. Jensen, and Riley and Robert were both in the strings class. These students were very determined, even at a young age, even at the age of 10 years old. Riley later took private lessons with me in my teeny tiny apartment when she was in, I think, 7th grade. And her little brother, Sean, would also come along, who is now playing cello, just like his big sis. And he's sitting over there, somewhere. There he is, there he is. There's little brother. Riley is a very strong, beautiful, determined, kind, and loving person. You can talk to her about anything. Riley. I have been impressed with how mature you are. You have a great head on your shoulders. You work at Albertsons, you take difficult classes while maintaining good grades. You have a wonderful boyfriend who is a great person and loves you for who you are. Not many teenage girls can say that, and I'm gonna miss our heart-filled conversations and having my partner in crime. So good luck to you next year.
Thank you, Sean. We got a little something for Miss Hills and Miss Shosky too. She was here too. But every year we come up here and we say how great you guys are. It's been a good year. But this is the last time. We're a little pleasant for saying it's been a great 10 years or 9 years or whatever. It's way too long. This is for you too. And we also wrote you some cards also telling you how awesome you are. It's really weird. This is it. You know?
don't have a choice, right?
I have a special friendship with these kids too. I'm all very, repeat what Miss Mills said because I found all of them to be very talented and very special in their own way, and extremely hard workers, very responsible, very mature, very fine musicians, and she's right, and nobody works harder than Nicole, I tell you, she just. Did anybody tell you fastest mile in the middle school or one of the ones? I came to be full-time in the district when Mrs. Shelley Jensen left, and Mrs. Jensen was the one who started strings in the district 12 years before that, and I was just part-time at that time, and Miss Mills was. You're just subbing or just subbing, but pretty often. Okay, so anyway, so I met these kids in 6th grade, and I feel a real kinship with them. Watched them grow, and it was at least. So for their freshman year in high school, I was their high school orchestra teacher too, and just very, very much loved them and loved their determination and their responsibility to just. Always lead, and even if other kids were not serious about playing or practicing, I could always depend on these three to be working hard. So I'm going to miss you guys too.